Welcome to day 3 of our 30-day scalable challenge. I'm super excited about this journey because it's going to begin to make you rethink telematics and begin to see telematics as a tool for transformation. And today we're looking at understanding your fleet through cost per kilometer. Now, this is a truth that I've discovered. Most fleet managers know how much is they spend per month, but they don't really know how much each kilometer is truly costing them. And that could be dangerous. So therefore, what then is cost per kilometer? What we popularly call the CPK. Because when you understand this, it's one of the most powerful numbers in your entire business. In your entire business. So what is that? And why is it important? It's important because it tells you the actual cost of movement. So you're not just doing activity, but you're making sure that the activity is a profitable activity that helps to grow your business. Not only that, it shows you where you're leaking money, the route that leaks money, the contract that leaks money, the project that leaks money, and it shows you opportunities and areas where you can scale. So today I'm going to walk you through a very simple but powerful way to calculate your cost per kilometer using real data. And I bet you that you will never see your fleet the same way again once you understand this concept. Now, you may ask, why does this cost per kilometer? Why does it matter? It helps you to cost your contract correctly. Very big one, right? And then it helps you to track fuel economy and maintenance cost trends over a period, over a quarter, over a month. You'll be able to track that. And then, most importantly, it helps you to compare driver efficiency, route efficiency, profitability, and trip wastage. So, not every trip is profitable. Not every route is profitable. Once you know your numbers, you know exactly how to deal with such issues. So, what are the three major cost categories? Three major categories when you're calculating your cost per kilometer. The one category is the fuel, which is the total cost of fuel consumed on a trip. That's if you're doing cost per kilometer for a trip. If you're doing for a month, the total cost of fuel for that month. And then you have the maintenance. Maintenance deals with servicing, repairs per trip. All that cost is taken into account. And then you have the admin and the operational side that deals with the driver's salaries, the tolls, the loading, the fines, the insurance, and all of those, right? So these are the three major categories you consider. So when you want to consider or calculate the cost per trip, this is what you do. You take the cost of fuel, you take the cost of maintenance, you take your admin cost, which is your driver cost and all of those things, and then you divide it by the total distance traveled. How do you know the total distance traveled? Telematics. So with that, you're able to know the cost per trip. So let's say, for example, when your benchmark for cost per trip for cost per kilometer to Abuja is X amount. You already know it. So any vehicle that goes above that becomes a red flag for you. Very, very simple, but very, very instructive and powerful. And then when you want to calculate for your entire fleet, same formula, but this time around, you're taking your total cost that's covered during the entire period you're considering. Is it a month or quarter or a year? And then you take over and then you divide it by the total distance driven by each of your vehicles within your fleet during that period. That's how you calculate cost per kilometer. With this, you're able to know which trip is cost efficient, which vehicle is cost efficient. You'll be able to spot underperforming vehicles or routes, be able to budget and focus operating costs. You're able to compare internal fleet costs versus outsourced transport costs. And then most importantly, it helps you to make decisions on vehicle replacement, maintenance and schedules, and driver behavior improvement. Let me leave you with this quote. Profit hides in kilometers. So track them, price them, and then control them. And that's the power of scalable telematics. So this is what I want you to do today. Pick just one vehicle or just one trip and use the data you have to calculate your cost per kilometer. Or if you want to consider a period of time, use the data you have to consider and calculate your cost for that period for per kilometer. And then tomorrow, we're going to be exploring the difference between control towers and the tracking team. And that is the missing link that I've seen that can help you scale your operations faster. So do that today and we'll see tomorrow. My name is Shino Salako and I'm a telematics expert with Salcom's Quick Extra. And we're just happy to transform you.